Good Morning Transfers, brand new show on Sky Sports News.
Yeah, make sure you put it in your diary. It's already been a busy summer, but really is time to get down to business.
Yeah, this has the potential to be the biggest, the best and the most expensive transfer window we have ever seen.
Good Morning Transfers is going to be the best way to start your day, and if Spurs ever sign a player, it'll probably make you spit your cornflakes out.
Zaha, will he stay or will he go? We will let you know, but I promise you something, Spurs are going to spend big.
So there's the Premier League, there's Scotland, there's the EFL, and all around the world. You won't miss anything on Good Morning Transfers.
So many questions to answer, and we need your help in answering them. Keep across all our social media platforms. On Twitter, we are, of course, at Sky Sports News. Let's hear from you.
This is Good Morning Transfers, and this is your transfer update.
But we're going to start the transfer show this hour with significant breaking news. It comes from Manchester United, and for us, it comes from Dharmesh.
Yeah, really good news if you're a Manchester United fan. It was news that we were predicting would happen last week, and it has happened. And that
in the last couple of minutes, drive himself in the same car we saw him going to the training ground in yesterday. You can see him there, sunglasses on.
Yeah, it's difficult here, you know, trying to keep your eye on two entrances. We're at one entrance, but of course, as often happens, players decide to use the other entrance. And he knew had started his medical over the weekend, has arrived in the last half an hour at the other entrance at Carrington here to, we think, complete that medical. And you would imagine that deal, hopefully from United's point of view, heading for closure and sorted, because they're desperate here for new faces in and face.
Sign that contract. See you on June the 1st. Don't go to City, man. Don't go to that soulless club. This is a real club.
Just on recruitment, last year the club wanted to come quickly out of the blocks, and the deal for Mateus was done very, very quickly. Where Champions League is boxed off now, you're going to be in it next season. Is that the intention this summer as well, to get players in through the door quickly?
Yeah, well, obviously for me sitting here, in terms of what I've said it before, in terms of what the summer looks like and moving forward, it's I think that's one decision at a time, but certainly in the background planning and what the squad needs to look like and evolve, and that's other conversations that are going on, and how quickly that happens, I haven't got an answer for you right now.
You've said before you've been having those discussions. Are they going on a weekly, daily basis?
Yeah, there's always discussions going on. Some informal, some smaller than others, but there's always discussions. There's a lot to talk about. Recruitment's the obvious one, and when it gets to this time of year, that's what everyone wants to know about, and understandably so. And yeah, there's a lot of work going on, and it's not just for kind of me leading that. There's a lot going on, making plans for what the summer and beyond looks like.
Possesses in terms of that athleticism and that physicality, and he's 6'1". It's very important to have somebody who's got a big engine who can do both facets of the game at a high intensity. Manchester United do not have enough players who can play at high intensity for the duration of games. So I think it's a good place to start. But again, Kev said it's going to take time. But Manchester United need to be shopping around for those types of players with potential. They're not in a position to be bringing in world-class stars right now. Definitely the type of profile, and I think one that Manchester United fans could look at and say, OK, I can see why they're going after that player, but can't get too excited, Matt. Yeah. Got to relax.
Okay.
Manchester United's reported interest in Elliot Anderson has added another layer of excitement to what is expected to be a decisive summer transfer window at Old Trafford. Although no deal has been agreed and discussions remain at an early stage, the growing speculation highlights the club's continued focus on rebuilding its midfield with younger, more dynamic profiles. Manchester United have been actively linked with several midfield options in recent months, as part of a broader long-term strategy aimed at improving energy, consistency, and tactical balance in the squad. Among those names, Elliot Anderson has emerged as a particularly interesting target due to his rapid development and versatility in midfield roles. Anderson has impressed observers with his composure on the ball, sharp passing ability, and high work rate. He is the type of midfielder who thrives in transitional play, often contributing both defensively and offensively. His pressing intensity and willingness to carry the ball forward make him a strong fit for the modern Premier League style, where midfielders are required to influence every phase of the game. For Manchester United, the appeal is clear. The team has at times struggled with consistency in midfield control, particularly in high-intensity matches where pressing and ball progression become crucial. A player like Anderson could potentially add balance by offering energy, movement, and technical security in tight spaces. However, despite the growing excitement among fans, the situation remains speculative. There is no official confirmation of negotiations or a transfer agreement at this stage. As with many emerging transfer stories, interest does not always develop into a formal bid, and much will depend on the club's priorities once the window officially opens. From a developmental perspective, Anderson is still in the early stages of his career, and would likely be viewed as a long-term investment rather than an immediate solution. This aligns with Manchester United's recent shift toward building a younger core capable of growing together over multiple seasons. For now, supporters will continue to monitor the situation closely as transfer rumors circulate across social media and football news outlets. Whether or not this particular move materializes, the links underline a clear theme. Manchester United are actively searching for midfielders who combine technical quality with intensity and long-term potential. In that sense, Elliot Anderson represents exactly the type of profile the club is being associated with, even if the final decision is still far from made.